Right, welcome back to another video. So we have the Resurrection F Duo coming to global, and we have the info celebration on global. Their banner should be up in like 5 hours for my time. I didn't really read it at the moment, but it's like 4 hours and a half. So I want to check the Resurrection F Duo and the INT Angel Golden Frieza EZA and LR Golden Frieza, as well as going to the celebration info and see if there is something like very special. So let's start with the Dokkan Festival. And now I think they are solid. I think they are a decent options. I think you can sometimes find maybe some spots for them, maybe against attack enemies, so like Bojack or Grildo maybe, and of course Cellmax. The problem is that there isn't nothing special about them. There isn't something like, okay, I run them because of this, or because of this unique thing that Goku can do on turn 7 that I can use to win. There isn't something like that. It's like solid attack with dupes. I found his attack to be solid with dupes watching videos. So it can do damage, but the problem is his intro animation gives him free key and an additional which has a 50% chance to be a super, which is very good. 50% is somewhat reliable. Free key helps him to super, but it's only 3 turns and you are not built up. So basically turn 1 Goku is like 3 million attack stats, and unless he triple super he's not going to do damage on that turn. Like doing a 3 million and then a 5 is not really, oh my god, impressive. In his second turn, if he does an additional, so you have 2 supers with like 5 million and then 7 for example, then yeah, on that rotation his damage is solid. But the turn later he loses the additional, he's an int unit, he's not critting, he's not super effective against all types, so at that point he's doing just okay damage like a normal unit. Then he's stacking attack and basically that's it. He's not doing literally anything. Goku is basically a glass cannon, which isn't not even a cannon. So that's the problem. He wants to be a glass cannon, but it's not even a cannon after all. It's just an okay damage dealer. Then you can exchange into Vegeta starting from the first turn. You don't have HP condition or like ally restriction. It's only turn 4, so good condition. And Vegeta is better, of course, but the problem is, again, Vegeta is not doing something special. Vegeta is not doing something unique. You have Rainbow Orb changing for 3 turns, which is decent, I guess. The problem is he needs orbs, so it's not like you can save them. And then the problem is he needs orbs to be even runnable. He needs 3 Rainbow Orbs. With 1 he gets 100% attack and defense, and with 3 he gets 50% defense. Then he gets 50% defense on super from his passive and from his super attack effect. But the problem is you need basically every single turn to get every time 3 orbs to be at least good. That's the problem. If you miss on like 3 Rainbow Orbs even once, he sucks basically, because even with 3 Rainbow Orbs his defense is only decent. That's the problem. He's decent when he's at full power, and he's mediocre when he's at 50% of his power. And the problem is, even after all, he loses the Rainbow Orb changing. Then he gets 1 key and 25% chance to crit for Rainbow Key Spear obtained. Now I've seen some discussion on why he had this. He's a QR and he had this. Someone maybe doesn't know it. So When you get key per rainbow orb, or maybe for a specific type of orbs, the key path chooses automatically to go when you get the most key out of it. So if for example we have, for this Vegeta specifically, a path on the right with like 3 AGL orb and 1 rainbow orb, so it's 4 orbs and 1 rainbow. So you get 3 orbs AGL, 1 rainbow, which is 2 because of his passive, so you have 5. And then we have another path in which we have 2 rainbow orbs and 1 tech orb. You still have 5, but you have 2 rainbow orbs, so the path is going to go for the rainbow. And he needs it aside from his defense, even for the crit chance. With 4 rainbow orb it's a 50%, it's a 100% crit, it's a guaranteed crit. With 2 it's 50%, so he's gaining something from rainbow orb. He's solid with rainbow orbs. The problem is then he's not going to create it, and you really want to give like the orbs that Tech God Goku creates to them and not to like the LR Gods or LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, or I don't know, Goku and Gohan for example. You want to give the orbs to them rather than LR Goku and Gohan? I don't think so. So I think they are just an okay unit. If you pull them with a ticket, good. Otherwise, no, don't summon. Their banner is trash. The unit himself is not really good. Their team is not needing them. Movie Heroes is very stacked. Realm of Gods is a solid team. Master of Evolution is not really a team that you're going to use anyway. So just don't pull for them. They are not worth it. Then we have the INT Angel Golden Frieza, and with him the discussion is much shorter. He sucks. That's it. The only reason you want to run this guy, the only reason, is for one line of his passive, in which he does all enemies attack minus 15%, and then Supercross allies and enemies attack minus 7%. That's the only reason you want to run him. The problem is free-to-play King Cold, which come out in this celebration, does that, but better. So basically, this guy, easy ATUR, gets basically replaced, in my opinion, by a Super Strike EZA. He gets replaced, in my opinion. So it's not worth it. It's simply not worth it. Because you have to basically run this guy for getting a debuff from the enemies, while you can run King Cold, which not only debuffs from his passive, but he debuffs from his super attack effect, he supports, and he can seal. So you're not going to run this guy. Wicked Bloodline does absolutely not need him. Universe Survival Saga is dead. Sworn Enemies is a big bad boss's team, but is dead. So this guy is trash, worthless. We are not going to run him. He's basically 30 free stones. That's it. He's absolutely trash. And then we have LR Golden Frieza, which is one of the best units in the game. I'm not going to talk about him like in depth, just because we are not 100% sure he's going to come out. But he's very good. He helps in every single type of content. He's basically one of those units which is like a step above the rest. He's incredible. My only complaint about him, maybe my only two. One is the fact it's not really against him, it's basically against all the Golden Frieza. But they don't have big bad bosses. That's stupid for me, because he's still the boss of the movie, so I don't get it why he doesn't have it. Same with the Broly's, but that's not the point. So that's one. And then his active skill is a bit pointless. When many other units have active skill, which is like one of the main focus of the unit, you want to get their active skill, or maybe the active skill can really help, like INT Majin Vegeta, which have guaranteed crit, meets an AoE. This guy is like, he's not stacking attack, he doesn't have guaranteed crit or some cool effect. He's just an AoE, which is solid, but not enough, and his attack against like one enemy is fodder. So basically, you're going to use his rage mode and you see like 30k HP down from AGL Broly, for example. It's like not going to do damage. It's really pointless. Other than that, he's perfect. He has damage reduction, he debuffs, he can tank Red Zone Broly super attack even if his damage reduction decreases, so he's very good. One of the best units in the game, one of my favorite units in the game. I still will say to not summon for him, just because it's a legendary summon banner. So basically you're going to pull him or trash, that's it. So I don't think it's worth it, because now we have carnival banners, we have heroes coming up, we have Vegeta and Trunks should show up in like 1 month, and we don't know when Beast Gohan, Orange Piccolo, maybe Power Awakened Piccolo they're going to show. So I don't think it's worth it, just because again, legendary summon banner, not the biggest fan, but it's more worth it try to summon for him rather than the RoF duos, because at least if you pull him, you got an awesome unit. If you got the RoF duos 55%, they are shit. 55%, they are shit. If you want the RoF duos, you need dupes, but I don't think it's worth it. Unless you're like aware, it's not worth it. Now I want to basically see the celebration info really fast and see what is going on global. So we have the god of the game Raditz here. So let's see. We have, okay, thank you ticket celebration, gift card, cool. We have the classic login bonus and missions. We have the Dokkan festival. AGL Jacko is a fine unit. 70% chance to dodge is really awesome. I like it, but personally my problem with Jacko is that it's 50%, 70% chance to dodge is limited in slot 1, and sometimes, for example, AGL UI, when I run him, maybe I use him as a floater, so I have at least a reliable floater which is not going to immediately die, but I don't keep him in rotation every single time when I have just better options to put in slot 1, like again Carnival Goku or Easy ASTR Namek Goku. But still, UI can get the job done if you put him as a floater, or maybe sometimes on rotation, even second slot, depends when you need it. Jacko unfortunately is slot 1, 70% chance to dodge. Slot 2 and 3, you have 50% chance to dodge. You debuff the enemy by 20%, and Jacko from super attack effect has 70% chance to stun. So Jacko is a solid super battle unit. You put him in slot 1, maybe he's going to dodge some attacks, then stun the enemy. That's it. He's not really, I don't know, red zone killer, just because I think if he gets caught, you die, and you need to put him in slot 1 when it's more easy to get caught. While you have Goku, yeah, if you get caught, you die, but you can put him in slot 3 and just float him, and you can still help. So he's a solid unit, but it's not like Rokumen Gould or Jason Gurter or the Andrew Date or STR Piccolo. Yeah. Then we have the Dragon Balls. Porunga's coming back. I really like it. I like when they do like stuff like this, in which we can have something to do every single day. Of course, rewards are very good, so I'm happy. We have the thank you celebration characters. Now, I would like to go in depth about all of them. Of course, I can't, but they are all dead. If you really want someone, pick Jarembu, or maybe dupes for someone you're missing, like Kulisa is decent, Virus is decent. Basically that's it. You have INT Brianna is solid, and maybe the physical Gallic Gun Vegeta and the Tech Kaioken Goku, but they're all old units you are not going to use. Again, if you really want to rainbow someone, or if you just want to take a specific unit that you never pull it somehow, that's it. If you want the best unit, in my opinion, is Janembo. So that's it. And then we have the reward boost halfed. So cool, 4 hours they do this. I'm not saying every day, but it's not really uncommon, so yeah, okay. Then we have sales, we have Dragonstone sales, we have the thank you pack. So basically this should be the premium ticket with guaranteed SSR for the RoF duos. We have the ritual summon, we have the Dokkan event. It's cool that we have a new Dokkan event. I like it, so we can have maybe more medals for future LRs, or maybe a new Resurrection F Dokkan festival in like 2 years or something. Then we have King Cold, the one I was talking about before. He's basically a better INT Angel Golden Frieza. Now why is better? Because he debuffs baseline, he supports Wicked Bloodline, but then he have a medium chance to seal. That's not really easy to obtain, because you need a Frieza on rotation, which is, you can have it, but then you need a pure Saiyan or hybrid Saiyan enemy, so it's very specific. But he can basically win a Super Battle Road by himself. Between debuffs, support and sealing, he's basically destroying the enemy rotations. So he's a solid Super Battle Road unit. I personally like him, but I don't think it's just, again, a problem. It's not like Red Zone Brawl is there yet. Free to play unit, I'm fine. Then we have the Ginyu Force EZA, the Pet Ginyu Force. It's basically the last Ginyu Force buff. Very solid free to play unit, very needed for the team, so I'm happy about it. We have some old story event coming back. We have the super intensive training. These are just missions for a bit of stones, something more to do, but these are like not groundbreaking. They are solid missions to do for a couple of stones. Then we have the reward boost, increases to 5. That's really good, because we can link level more often with the boost. Battlefield, I like Battlefield, so I'm happy. And I don't think it's like the best mode in the game, but again, I like it. We have the INT Angel Golden Frieza EZA. Again, we're talking about him. It's fodder in my opinion. And then we have Petan. I like Petan. My only problem is, in my opinion, it should be always up. Maybe not with a new set, but like now it's dropping. Why then it can't stay always? And I can just take my old cards that I never got. I don't like that. Maybe not always. Maybe they can do it like on the weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then it goes away every weekend. Something. I want to take my missing cards, and I don't have the possibility if I don't get it in this new set. So that's my only problem with Petan Battle. Then it's fine. A new Super Battle stage. Now I don't remember which one is at the moment, but it's not really a problem because Super Battle Road is not like complicated by any means. It's just normal Super Battle Road, so it should be very easy. Then we have some other story events coming back. Maybe you can farm some free-to-play units you missed, or some medals or something. And then we have the super weekend missions. I like this because we have like 3 different ways to get rewards towards missions and doing something. I like it. And then we have the Bulma event. This is weird because the last World Tournament was on Global, and now we are going to get another one. So this is weird. I think Dokkan is doing something with the World Tournament. We haven't got one in a while on JP. On Global, it's weird that it's 2 basically before JP gets one. So this should be the one with like sync the global and JP World Tournament. If that's the case, and they are really doing something for the World Tournament, this can be very huge, because World Tournament is absolutely trash. So this celebration is okay. I think one of the problems is that we have too many story events coming back with basically no reasons, and one thing I always hate is like the days we have to wait to do something, like the INT Angel Golden Freeze IZA is like on the 11th. Now I'm recording, this is the 4th, so I don't like that we have to wait one whole week to get a 30 minutes event. I don't like how they separate events with like the timeline, but other than that, that's it. Solid celebration, considering that we are going to have Heroes this month, and the worldwide celebration was really awesome. So that's what I needed to say. Let me know if you guys are going to pull him on the RF duos. Please don't pull on the RF duos, and I see you guys tomorrow. Bye.